minen sakum fa woto bi honorable Abdoulaye Bojang wala katana lunta wati damian ko ate bitilo programme lon kamin fena lungolum kabo tenelungo kabo tenelung kata fo jumo ka kajake fengol la wala miyan ko banko kan anen banko e bantala wato don ka sawn kata banko e bantala bara kumata wato wade ka kajake fengol miyan ko sakonna banko kan nin ko bita ku kan nga kaja nin ko mandata ku kan fana nga kaja bare hamonin dino min to wolon ko woleta ku isa en ka kaca den baye ko kata masa kundala fanna politician individual ani citizen la fanna le baje ko beta bakala mbe kafuro njo kam be den njo kam ka gambe ke kilinti mbe duwala mol fana mi ko my school central prison mi yalon ko e be ngata ndato ko le yakono mbe duwale fana fo ala se bondi wo ko le yakono ngaduwa mol fana mi yan ko be loptano to anin mi yalon ko e balo mansema e be jarawo ni kam baduwala fana fo ala sanadol be timmandi ni ko botaje mbe Mr Bojang bulala den sa bismillah programme ni boje kibar kilim bambolde mi an ko wala kata khalifa contati mi an ko gambe dingolom den sina wala kibaro ke den sa continue programme moto Mr Bojang bismillah Eyeafrica TV
memo be kontona thank you nene Gambia no animal be ngibe kan Gambia ni Gambia bantela mbani fa kontona namuso the family na kutokiel everybody Gambian me management of control na Africa it's a pleasure always to be around
famo kena
demanding
last week na kata nyawanya pour kana na cool manta true abutung yalo nga fay nen koy ko abutung musuluda kambandi alo
wo moyo diata andum be molbe danila be jibela be danila e duaye e diwa dina nona amaye e duwa banko nene wo moyo diata especially kambano
yeah no namuso jambaro matino
anka yani mawfo la
namuso jamba dinke kanong
honestly akatabak
ngalo umar wal ban jibela so bari nim ko min dolam ala baraka bake kam fon la wisbola because namuso dinke kanong soto last Thursday babal mo be ko
congratulations
yeah thank you very much ala baraka bake ninom kay kuwolti mi am ko ni tembe jani badna programme ko no watu wadi fon sanyo ya sometimes no better bake but min ko mata beta golon kadum e programme ko maro ko fon kono mi yalan ko nimu gambe dingol te mi yalan ko no story fulo bita gambe dingol mi yalan ko ika fay ko khalifa conte mi yalan ko abota gambe janne ibo town abe wolto khalifa bijanne aka minke ala dunia balo kono wolom aka nin julayan safar mesongol ke pour ka fensoto isaje ko asa baluno o balu nyaning a bole ke try kam pour ka balu nya beto soto courant na dunga kono courant mi ko kansalam nin kansa kada fenete mi yalon kon safuno ko ay khalifa batande bakele badala batandiro nim fana anata ke fente mi ko aman jaralo sotno gambe banko kan janko malafta nyami min nata ko len ko ay dama no misro anim family nim friends hol nin tañol nin terol inata makoy pour ka fending ka funyo kom pour sta jarono toki atara jarro toki dami yalan ko singo nyanta kuntulal bar khalifa nata ke moti mi yalan ko nin tembe na kolya kudol abole face kan toki banko kan ate khalifa kilingo to momina nay ka jasoto ay min fanyo wala nin ko akata siyo bo sanye mo anin saba wo sanye mo nin sabo nin dindim merono nin mi yalan ko doptano nin to ay doptano nin ay min soro saintem pour ka singo nin kuntu pour que jaralo nin ka sa fonce no commune dolbe nyaminto min kata gambe min kata dollar koroti wuli wora wula $7,000 e bol diman kan khalifa natala wosi data ndi katandi ko nin temmenna aba nyinindiro kala abo wosi o fana kala mole million ko philanthropisol milan ko e bulo e teben Gambia anim Gambia bantal million ko e ba sa ma ko no pour kaje ko station kuntu because doctor ole min folani ko singoni ni ma kuntu den aba let lal anuna leta wo bakala fendet mi an ko tulo ban la moy min moyla wala ban moyla bari khalifa moti mi an ko katala balam mi an ko biringa ba Gambe banko kan katalalum ay bota kodo mina Gambe banko kan pour kata toki afungala kodo anin terol ni mol million ko iya ma koy ani signol ya ma koy mina ni woltata bar sainteng dollar kodo da si wuli worawla ak wala nyinin ka docteur lotano ko wala nyin ka pour ka singonin kundi saje ko asa fon soto sa kam den temmende atamantra fenna fengo feng abato molle ka kaya atamantara fendato so abala fa wata bakal mba pille Gambe dingole million ko banko kan anim banko e bantala million ko ise ma ko no momo e manjuto fenna nalsa ama ko no alsa ma ko no min na wala nin ko al sala kacha nyoya mi yalan ko woma la sistal te ka fo ko ami danso al sa call no plus 220 250 9516 plus 220 250 9516 womu amila nombalti bari wo kilin wolon wefti nala faka mako wef asa wa mako no wef panato wolo wefti na sa mako no momo mi ngomi soto isa kino ni da dami alan ko at least anim fana GT bank fana GT fa bank fana so mi alan ko 201123560159 nimu GT bank account o dami alan ko alsa mako wodo khalifa mbe apila mo be dinin ke ba musuka fike be banko kan fay banko e bantala ala mako nin temmenna aba toki banko kan ticket kuti e fen kuti e ala fengo fen kiya aba futala la pour isaje ko sa fam mako no nyame fonnin ke lo miyalan ko nyindiro lan hamo bala e butu ngolon kibaro do men so nin temmenna sa munna bakto studio kono e dami alan ko saka jake bojang ye jara ken dia jala ba nyami nin temmenna because nim fonnin ke fala tata ko toki miyalan ko sain doctor ole mi folan ko forecasting kundu kansa ning sain teng safo APRC bar sain ka sin kundu biya bar sin kundu fana dia token about $7,000 and those $7,000 ate fenta bulo kono abe sirin toki fengo be mulle ka be kay gambe din kendol mi je wala bala effective be res kam bot iman $7,000 ni mo wosodno iba apilo ke kam mole pour ka ma koy mo moy mi min soto wave GT bank anyhow ngano jara kenda ko mata banko masa ko nayta kalo jara kenda bundala bakal
ma nene alaw mari la jata ken dia sotono
amin allah
besulari menna alama ala ya di ala adiamo warata adiamo siata nyim banko ni laftala wa do kumbole ka dungila you know ni amoy mu banko dingolti ye banko nafa banko e nafa wala banko diyat unfortunately $7,000 because na dollars of a boy can is almost $500,000
yeah
427 to 430 you know Gambian dollars thousands of dollars 427 430,000 dollars that is that so men kumata nyim banku kan wolem politician or aning mansa kunda nyanta kan nyim banku leje nga jibe mbe nyim banku mako le nyame mbe fam mako le nya
akumata
bake bara bebo ka cheno nin toñate kumen ko ala fa bu ko fenne mako yi ando ala te Gambia bondila nin konte sonna to
nin Gambia fo man pare ka fo mako
hani Gambia la fam mako wala ka son toñala toñado ni man so wala ini ala ma affection before dino ena toñale siata dino te malam fo wala yo so nga dino kumandi haftan ba dungo is not the point is the truth toña
but muna na jara kenda man sabatino coming promisol min keta kul min keta kadan jara kenda la simfa it's going to be the first step mi yalan ko pour man sakunda ya siso kon konni wala dani bajar ko gammeno la overseas tribunal abatalala
bake in fact mbanyi wuli afole ko mo jamal ka fajan asdan kono amance ko me asdan le fa bare loptan soto balia ani facility soto balia le ke fa before we loptan because hani ambulance sol min ka moltika ambulance sol ni musare toilet imanci ambulance because ambulance ka life support soto le ambulance ka special equipment soto me alo hani man ni juno asima ko ni jola
bar fani
ambulance sol ma soto basic nebulizer fante ambulance kono sareto ndela moto ni ambulance be kanyanta le ko kilinga
ila benzo
hanka may difference de wala mi sayre no wodama mon finance people mano but apart from the what ibe ji ka bole lole yesi iba fole sansan be futa silo fa mo ambulance be la dama futa ko mon soto ambulance fa fenta kan maybe atten kan fa e ma londo soto most of them so ika jale mole as down soto it's because they are close to a hospital. If they are not close to a hospital, they are going to die. Because first 15 minutes, first 30 minutes, first 1 hour is very important. So more as the also to phone. If we got somebody and them ban, ala yelo be bonka. Alman fen control no. Ali abla ambulance ko no nyam.
Ambulance wurla.
Ambulance wurla. Aba ka fasilo le kan atonya fonyo e. Wala na masa ko ndanya na ka molo respect. manka sakunda nyanta kala do ko respect anyanta ka molo respect
but itele jeroto bring man sakunda
anin Gambia no nyanta ke fa respect
ha
ye life anna ye tonya sabatin
tonya ko madal
tonya ni wo man soto ko to idda because before dino be soto tonya la soto ñing kaftan ba dumba an wo sifa wo man ke dino ti wo man mo samba ñim banko ñanta ka jibele be ñoo samba la ñame be ñoo yaala ñame kaygo kono tenku kono ñoo la fo kono tonya kono ba tapale ya wuliya fo dabalo aftan ba dungo wo man samba de ñi sulata menna treatment o ñinna ni nata some certain political parties le e ka form men soto just for one candidate wal siata ñinte
ha e ka form min
Gambia nene man doctor o train ñim bankun kan
de Gambia ne
thanks to his excellency president Yahya Jammeh former president
Babili Masa
before Abita 117 medical doctors are home trained by the University of the Gambia 117 medical doctors
wolle
Yahya Jammeh will train locally here anene man soto we need to see people doing things.
Yeah, military 117 only.
Ibida, some of them probably might have gone elsewhere, but majority are around. They are the ones, in fact, helping. But we should put and invest, in our healthcare, and make sure we get state-of-art hospitals. The entire country, Banjul Damale major referral me along for man standard by international standards. Fengo fen Senegal, fengo fen Turkey. Mundu ba len tolbe bola. Fengo fen Turkey. Fay ma lon ko min fana ka dala so sembo gindile. Ministère problème o soto jam. Ati jaga no la jam. Abita wandi bantala banko. Meli alo e 5 common sense so come ite. Ye banko le so come ite. Ye mol le so come ite. They depend on tax like you. Why must we not be serious with our country? Na politiko bula ka ke jongolti kulowoliye green yellow gray na bula ka che jongolti nimbe kala jongolti nga che jongolti Gambie amanche patiti amanche
bari yamere boja o basolo pour ka joya ke Gambie wo molbe kerne yenene o mol jene mi an ko joya ke Gambie not about kuloro
mbole foye kan asoto dale ha momang perfect ba asoto dale momo me tonya sabade nyim bankun ka yela fi Gambie non la insa fono ko me yela ka joya ke pour Gambie le ba momo fana me ala itara jon ya ta nata pour particular way man do jon ya ci pour
bi nim mo sa fo ite ko bi yam mo misal katande ko mi yaram ko sa siso konko itala ta minna ko abe joya ka ngambere can you measure someone?
Yes, there are people that are really good.
Can you measure?
Okay, let me give you a case in point. It's my opinion.
Yeah, your opinion.
When President Jammeh, the president that I supported and the president that I am still supporting, which is President Jammeh, even though he's a human being, just like all of us are human beings, we have some problems that we actually encounter and all that.
Yeah.
When Jammeh started witchcraft I was, I think, in grade 9. But I followed news, prominent among the people who spoke, even though Jammeh was doing bad to him by standards of the individual and of course humanity, who felt Jammeh is not doing the right thing even for him and for Gambians, spoke. He spoke not because Fonyi is PDOIs, he spoke because he knew Gambia should be first and Gambia is supreme. And that is Halifa Sallah.
Halifa Sallah?
Yes, Fonyi does not support Halifa Sallah, but he spoke. Gumbo Toure, who was at the university, exposed certain things here. I don't know these people in person. We have never even met. But I can tell you from memory lane, some of the activities that they did. Even though they knew those were not their areas of political influence. So those are type of people that we say, yes, they are human beings, they can have lapses here and there. Yes. But then at least one can see, they move to this, they move to that. And I'm not naming these two only because these are the people who did know. I know there are many people that actually did. But I'm just naming this.
Yeah.
Out of men.
Out of men.
So I think, Nimbanku nyanta kalafala, na Nimbanku nje. And Nimma woke we have a problem. And let me just give you an example. You see, politics is supposed not to be about convenience. Political manche convenience men soniata.
Me soniata.
Political mu meye banko nafa.
Me banko nafa. Bari yamo bakirna because jama baka fo kon kam fo la ka pour banko nafa banko la tanya to ni banko la tenko ni banko la kairo. Bari ifi wo bakirna mi yalon ka basiso kon kaje ko banko tanya.
Yalon ka example so janne and nga example men fo jang amanje ko me woda mal so no but we are just trying to make sure we are on a platform for Molia understand.
Molia understand yeah come out.
Let me just give you an example. You imagine about recent comments of the president.
Yeah, no, we are coming to that area. We are coming to
then
that
ask because this is going to have relation with that.
Mbina wotole president wala comments I mean ke Bansang is in Bansang I mean for Bansang anim fana bi fana ngamo somanda iko madi jobate iko I police wol tata for police wol mfomone tata jele pour ka pick pour yate danko question and answer according to sources e min so ibajala ko
atata la famanta fo itata la ka fenge amanta.
According to what sources, according to what itata pikle.
Okay.
Itata pikle.
Okay, meaning right now he's with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So ibajala ko from there also bora fana ala ko fana o fana ma issue let me alon ko last time be sirim fonga mo ko international news media outlet do ba fokan international level ka yeah o fana ba fokan so ibajala ko these are things me alon ko at this point in time you know mo ba fokan yam isn't really foni mo fendete me alon ko min nyanta wala be caring bam fo min manyan na wala be caring
même manyan wala be caring
min manyan wala be caring
and to be fair men nyanta fanan be cekan ne bare aka ce nyamen amang amance kuti men se mo nyafa
mune be caring mi yalan kamanke pende mi mo nyafa
okay on tebe men you see on the 20th of September 2022 I have written to almost all political parties in this country. NPP, UDP, I have written to National Human Rights Commission. I have written to Gambia Participates. I have written to the Inter-Party Committee. And many other professional bodies.
Yeah.
Kait, because I know mudi ni wolti nene bare nkam migale andum adoata nyosane akasotole 5 kill every day ana bakala 5 membe sila kam miga nyi banko mbasa mbala nyame matra palaso do bare hani ala wo kenna ngani na do exactly comme abina kela man si wala man
yini la ko ni misiba kela
yes andu nying manke surprise de ana manke science de bare ngam men foy rek mol ka politika kulorole worship in this country instead of Gambian national flag.
Political kuloro.
Let me give you an example.
Okay.
When Mr. Barrow, President Adam Barrow came to power, another two coalition, and one of the clarion calls or the pillars made at the Barrow Farm elector was what? Transition government for 3 years. Gambian all majority, interman certified, but majority are certified according to what electoral commission they are meant for. But most of the people they certified because of mu. Ako system mo yanta falinale 3 years nga loku nga jibe mbita nyame.
But Bojan, niko system mo yanta falinale 3 years. 3 years only. Is that part of the constitution?
Good, I'm coming. I always tell people, constitutional ni morality mune follow nata. And in constitution in legality mune follow nata. In fact, the constitution or laws are made out of customs, traditions, and conventions. Judicial, precedents, case laws.
Yeah.
Constitution of that anyela. If you constitution of that, me ala animal tamanya wala ila ado man killing. Ntola ado malafi wuli afola. Na ado malafi wuli afola. Na ado malafi nyo nene la. Na tonya fo nywe ni me tonya fo la nywe. For abe luato for amantara luato is a question for another day. But membi je walem na adolto me yalo na loi but na walleto na tamandir nyalto walem mo ni be ku nyinika isa to nya fo be me ku nyinika loi ni dino mo ne gena important. Dino ne gena important to most of the people who believe in a religion. Nimbe to nya fo la nywe. Yeah. Now you have an agreement, whether it's written or not written, whether it has gone. In fact, in the first place, you know that agreement does not go in tandem with the constitution. Why do you have to have that agreement?
Is that agreement written or is a verbal
agreement? Actually, agreement.
Yeah, that's I also want to know whether
no,
that's
I'm telling you because these things are not clear. Some say it's written, some say no, it's not written. It's signed, no, it's not signed. These are the things. But it's all because people don't want to worship this country, they want to worship political parties. Now, when Gambians say, and in fact some members of the coalition say, Barrow should go for 3 years. You have people who came and said, no, to hell. That will not happen. And that was the day when President Barrow was crowned. And he was crowned as what? A future dictator.
Wow.
That is the truth.
As a future dictator?
Yes. You went all around the country. Tell people this. The next minute you do that. Using the constitution, betraying your conversation with people, your dialogue with people, your arrangement with people. So you have fooled people. And in God's office, he is alone. Adamale bije alala alsenga makilinka. Hani secretary table. Niye mo jamfa ansa ku kilim fo nyimbanko to momo nyimbanko jamfa ikajale. Momo Gambia. Nza fo mambaka fa fa ndaba ne Gambia jamfa ikajale. Ikajale. Ha, wo duwa keta nyimbanko kan. Nyimbanko momo itawta idunda politiko ko ko be nyimbanko jamfa ikajale. Loi mu luwalti ha ni atra president ko loi nan fa bol taman la ma every day ibe mol so na malto iman law
nata non ko min loi
nata loi be gambe nyamen abe taman dila wala nyam every day be mol so na malto
lu
ha ndol be drive kan be mistake ko chekan be offense ko chekan so nga loi taman ha loi kabri bi ta ka molia e constitution lo sera molia you went and talk to people for them to understand. But you told them what is not feasible, what is not true. So why are people surprised if the president makes these statements? Before we go to that, why is this statement so special? One, I can tell you personally, I would please ask President Barrow, ben na temale because mu jolalti amu man fuloliti
fo barom fulol
no
it's a question.
Okay, yes, my opinion is barom fuloliti, as simple as that. Okay, and I'm entitled to that opinion. And we are not naming in fact tribes here just because of tribe's sake. No, we are naming just to establish something. Now what I want you to understand is this. Gambia recent betrayal has started the world. Bungotige menselo ay me na la foundation o man correct.
Okay.
Ite la no bungo kono ye ni ya soto ni ata la foundation o man correct. Then sama be kan itulo be lola because ya la ko foundation o man correct. So the foundation of the last 5 years and this 5 years man correct at all.
What foundation are you talking about?
We are talking about the coalition. We are talking about President Barrow, UDP and the coalition members. Because Amala Kukan. This government, from 2016 up to now, you may know what may you fable, that's fine. May fable, that's not fine. One, my father came and said blatant lies here about Yahya Jammeh going with 11 million or so. Khalifa came and condemned it. The early days of the coalition. Why didn't the Khalifa join the coalition? As in to take a position and all that. Why? Because things were not going normal. And he knew it. And I have not seen in history where Khalifa said A today, tomorrow he said B. And that's why I respect him, even though I don't belong to his party. You know why I respect him? I will go for B, Sam, I will come over for, and then you fall in my party.
Go ahead.
No. And that is why he is part of the people who for 3 years. 3 years seat, I'm thinking, oh yeah, what? He said he's going to go. He's going to respect the 3 years. That's it. It means this is something that they have discussed. But my dad, Dabo came and said he's going to take Gambians to court or anyone who said Barrow should not do it. And at the end of the day, things fell apart. And now we are no, that is my position and this. Nyimbankum fa eta and habitan in Tonyala. And nga bula ka politiko ta ka party kolasta ka worship. No, na banko je. Nyimbanko nyanta ri arrange lale. Bagate ri arrange no la neno kono sanaro kono. rearrange nola tonyale kan.
Okay, fine. Come to this way, like for example, you go being coalition not now, be murder ko back because we are talking about after May sauna because come to this way, like Nico coalition not and bring promission new calling be keta. It a fee from coalition up to MPP's government, that's Barrow to now. Mune kata promission me anka falintal and then completely work at mulbe woni se wota kan walla e wota kan e ba jublet kan kata ni ko ninkata. Do you remember anything?
Let's be fair. There is more. I don't whatever. What I feel is what I say, what I think is true is what I say. There is more freedom of speech now than Yahya Jammeh's time, former President Babili Mansa's time.
Okay.
Let us be honest.
Okay.
But I want to tell you one thing. Can you tell me in Mandinka one word that we used to refer to democracy?
Fansoto.
Fansoto, that's freedom, that's not democracy. Fansoto, that could also be independence. That could be sovereignty.
Democracy is democracy.
No, democracy is not democracy. I mean in Mandinka, in Jola, in Fula, or in any other language that you can tell me. Give me one word for democracy.
Can you say?
No, I'm asking you.
Okay.
I'm a realist. I'm not a Democrat.
Okay.
And that is it.
Okay.
Hey, you cultivate your friend and just to fool us, to waste our time.
So democracy is that.
Up to 1960,
So democracy.
female lawyers cannot be judges in UK. Up to 1960, even they qualify. They cannot. When has democracy started? After they took us all to work for them? Now, lawyer.
So come the democracy.
Hey,
democracy must.
It's an illusion.
Amansoto.
Amansoto.
Okay.
Let me tell you one thing. Let's respect the president, but the president should respect Gambians.
Let's respect the president.
But the president should also respect Gambians.
Should respect the Gambians.
Yes, and that is what? Give Gambians the services that they need. Gambians should also help the president in whatever he is doing that is good for this country.
Okay.
And should help to advise the president. And that is why I believe he should allow people to talk within the confines of law. That's fine.
Okay.
So that he is also able to hear different opinions.
But you think Omol can mean for President Kamoy?
I believe so. Any serious government has a dedicated team that follows social media, that follows everything.
Okay.
Right? In the State House or anywhere there could be, but there is a dedicated team in any system that follows what matters in the country and even that which doesn't matter.
Okay.
Now, we want this country to go. It means we have to accept this. And that is why I wrote to all political parties, but only one political party. That is not even registered yet, I believe. This is Gambia Unity Party by Lamin Sanya. He responded and personally called. He looked at the content. He told me, this is marvelous, this is good. And for me, if you are ready, just let me know. Set a date, I'm ready. Even if I
So, Akedal?
No. Not at them, no, because I don't get, I made follow-ups, they don't even pick calls. You go to their offices like National Human Rights Commission, they tell you we have not seen it, we have to check our emails, we have to check this, we have to check that. So, and look, my father said statements here, for example, phone, come from that incident. You have Aaron Ajara case. He even said that Fonyi, they are rebels and they have weapons, which is not true.
Did my father say that?
Yes!
Okay.
He said that. And because Fonyi, they are rebels. Okay, something happens in Nyomi. APRC says that, oh no, Nyomi called them. Hey, what about Banko Sam? Menka Banko Sam, well, and Nin Tonya about the Dawada, from Faggy Dawda, for Gidoma Betia, Alinga Obla. What is more grave than Kafel for Mela Mansoto? There is nothing, may along a serious that, Luato, and if Alaya, Katambika coup for Mela Mansoto. Nimma Wopulantita
Bankotida.
Ning APRC Poitanga for Yajame Botajan. Bango Poitanga for Botajan. Dabo Poitanga for Botajan. Alifa Poitanga for Botajan. Mawakana Poitanga for Botajan. Nami na nyeta ka kitenne ay kagan nyentol fana na continue
yo nyaaje Gambia tol ko wobe kerinde
anda kerindi
muna na manda kerinde
men keta nyomi fo nyi ko do son care men kata foni nyomi ko do sin care the country will not go ko jamal la kita nyim banku kam before this statement of Barrow. What happened? Why this reaction now?
Munje fen jamal la kalam dami yanko akala before Barrow statement.
As a journalist, you have na jata la report je. Ale hayo jata la report panelo ani report min funda ale did you see? As a country, the agreements that we have with Senegal for security and whatnot, did they ayage? Or National Assembly ayage? As a country, we are exposing each other. Leaders of a country. As a country, nobody told Cyprian Islamicans to go and talk. The government did not act. So both mere statements, because probably you felt it, if they threaten you, you begin to say, oh, we should do that, we should do that, we should. Hey, we have to be truthful and we have to have this unity in this country. And the unity would be, Momo Setano ila patito, by Ning Gambia, Kosita, Mayalo, Amam Betia, Mbenya the Sila and our condemn. Alinkana side solta when it comes to national matters. Even with the president, former President Jammeh, who I still respect and I'll continue to respect, and all the leaders, I don't even whatever. That is the situation. But our political parties and the way we do things in this country is what is Sambala? But I have made it clear that the president's statements, I believe, are outrageous. But in fact, the president has made other things more outrageous than this. This is just yes, now.
I'm making an understand.
We don't see the president in his state house explaining how they dig graves. Kabado, Kolwuri. Hey, what is more serious than that? Do you know for Mamale and for Mamale? Do you know? Let's be frank. We have seen the president tell us, President Barrow, that election time, oh, there is a for.
Yeah, election time,
politics, you mean?
You are political.
Actual, politics. I never like a thing. He said, I'm for me to have state house, I have a political ground.
But ning manke political to dolko atara femkola. Ita joko political.
Can media house yellow, for example. You want to say that it's not about media?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm also asking a question. Here you are opening a political bureau. It's a political platform. It's politics. He is doing exactly what he told us. And why should people be surprised? Why should people be surprised?
So, kuma kangol kono je ka fuko media lanko ning democracy mandar caring ay media house to dul mezo atandi ko fansoro bakere banko kam batang ko do bakere miyanko man somena loi balantala itatala yo nyale.
You know, I think the president was right to say some things, but he was wrong to say some things.
What I think,
and I want to be clear on this. The president said, "Lua sontamenda, fine. Lua man sontamenda tatala, fine." But one thing he made clear that I support, which is what?
Which is what?
Nyoneng.
Kanyoneng.
We can have opinions, different opinions, but you don't have to insult me. Yeah, say your opinion, I say mine, and that is it. But you don't have to insult me. You don't have to attack me. You don't have to put my pictures on the internet, my family, threatening people. That is wrong. I agree. But you cannot go and say, even if court grants you bail, we will re-arrest you. That means you are not telling the people the only institution and mechanism or system, which is the judiciary, you have reduced it to nothing. Because for example, that is very worrisome. That I would personally advise him. So now we have in Tema, Hana make a political. I am Kujamal as a Wulu Nole, but at the end of the day, I'm a Muslim, I'm a Muhammad, I'm a politician, I'm a politician. I have an office. I know what I am mal. But I say, no, I am not damn you out of respect for his presidency and out of the wish to live together in unity as Gambians. War statements all new, I think those are outrageous. That's my opinion. But the fact that we should respect one another, each other, and our opinions, and whatever discussion that we are doing, yes, he's right to say that.
Okay.
That I can tell you. But I want also understand this.
to also declare, for example, a political party as a national security threat, that I think also is wrong. Because when you talk about national security, the pillar to national security is the presidency. And national security talks about elements: economic security, energy security, health security. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Food security, health security. These are the elements. Near my national security, I'm kinoti. Yemune soto no yemune noye ifaye banko kono ni nata karangola ni nata jata kendi nata one. So Nimbanko at the moment is the national security of this country is not intact because yes picture bondi jan science ni sa sa dafa be fanjara no Nimbanko. That is a national security threat. Ni lafta karangola karando be Nimbanko kay da soto no la. That is a national security threat. Ni lafta karangola Nimbanko gang. That is a national security threat.
Kurango, yeah.
Yes. Ni left the fanjara national security threat them because masoto. Man domo soto no faye men sita. These are national security threats, and I think the president should focus his energy on this. Memu national security threat wala kume yalo as a banko jijandi nole.
So nil be sa banko jijandi nole.
Dala so be boyka wase banko jijandi nole.
Okay.
Because ni mol me bulo me ko ben. Ibita kule kala me ala anin silo manta.
Police only have a few days ago, just know, isn't yesterday. I go a gang with a gang of Mialango, Mialango, Sinchu, sorry, Mialango, full gang of Mianco, Canapimole, and Kela, Blaltina, Katamu, Catalutarina. You go full gang on them with Mianco, Joran Levy Buloka. So, one pended Mialanco, Antiamo Seattle. But what I mean, Fanabia, what of Fanamasia, we have like 3 minutes more. So, Yajele,
you know, and you better than another. Our security is weak and we need to work on it. But our security is weak because
security
because we don't invest in security and we don't give them anything. All this talk, for example, the former we are saying a body cam camera menka you know, mobile auto, photo as a police officer, $120 a gas or killing or less. 1 million. President Wayne prove more information also. It will buy 138 plus cameras. How many police stations do we have in this country? How many security checkpoints do we have? So let's assume you're spending 29 million on campaign. 138 times 29, that is how much? That's a lot. Traffic call. In driver be check nyama abi record. Amanja in also so. Those are the areas we should invest in. But we are not doing that. So how can I say, and the boys are on drugs, and I have indicated this on our letters to all these political parties. They never responded. We followed up, they never even listened. And that is where this country is going. More bitaka nyimbankun kansa mo malafika nyomwe bunyati ge hawmotije mo mo lafta men nay kawle fo wodum mambeti ya banko to bare anin luwale fana nyanda tala men ko iba stop la ite mo lo arrestal kiti o gaay tan ko me nyul bulay ko hani be arrestal hani. That is not something that we should do.
Dol ko mo jama jikla tendil
ha anda sa jikla tendil and nyanda ka jikla tele because na call better anata mbebe jiki ndam including President Bago is our courts. So Nico Hani Wale found them for whatever. But this is why we say time
of banter 2026 ba hay makanyadi ba jakanyadi when it comes to 2026 ba hamakanyadi.
If this is the trend, I don't see Bago getting a re-election. I don't see him getting a re-election.
Nino non sim party.
Ha ni atra mbetaka nyame mboltu. Let's be clear. Virtually, businesswomen are attacking. Virtually, nothing is moving. The president himself knows it, and he said it. I agree that the government should come together, but he has to open up and stop this beef and tear. And our political leaders should understand that they are leaders, they have influence. You want to talk about, for example, Arun Najata, you don't want to talk about Nogonya. You want to talk about Solo Sunday, you don't want to talk about Govi. You want to talk about somebody, you don't want to talk about the other one. And all of them are victims of a system. The same system that we are fighting. So if we are talking, let us forget about nimbo na party to batanga tela ko de. No, ni ngo kentita. Même bige wala men ron ta fa wala gon tan be ngam bangato. Men ko tan be nga songama. Bagay nim kon to kala mbe green ne gibela mbe yono le gibela mbe grey le gibela. Dingol binale ñing gambete bola abedani.
Thank you very much.
Because adaji ko ñing ñanta ko wala soto. Banko bu ka ter ning daji ko mam fale. Banko be ñawonya alon ko mol daji ko be wala ñam.
Alright, mune me lokuma laban wato bandal fere.
Mbe ndani ka wolem, especially the political leaders and us the young ones. Nyum some of the political parties and their leaders ibe menche kan manyenna bulan senkala wato ñoo nengo. Ka ñoo doya. Ale menke banque dani kullu to alba fala ñoy bay di sa alma ñoo support. Non. Ñanta ka jibele ko banko wala ngambeti wala ñanta kam be sula. Même beti adam be nga songama. Wallahi tonya bu kan nakarino. Iya kilo banka sonne ko ñinen toñat ida wala be banda woto nga jibe ala yenda ñamen nga ñoma ko nga son toña ma la fi ñim banko la nga bula ka ñoo kele nga bula ka kol ke me yalo atem be na fala and ñim banko pati fala tanten UDP NPP tante ñim banko ti ñim banko mu bel banko ti woto ngana politiko ke ñim fu fulo ko and ba at intedama you people should not even bringing issues of this because ake so symbol let's go to people with solutions for this country.
Abaraka bake honorable Bojang mi yalan ko kala honorable apply Bojang tinga tentu ngaje itu na afela na ta idan kuna program on ati sa aten sa fo ka temuna ko hosalte because always na ka program ko janto lamula jibilal banko kan ani banko e bantala e janimbe program on kum fala please min kata khalifa konte please ali nga try nga makoy nimbe sirin to ke banko kan aba mimbe ko wala ni ko pour a donation no so $7,000 ngalon ko amandolla nyaabiti nyaade si ala ma koy passa fon sotno coming asa fon sotna because sa kumata la betatal hada ma fondin ke mi am ko sebo sanyum wonni saba o mon fem fon dom balu kono pro sima ma be kon ibaja betata kumata den moli bulo la nyokan ngam min fo lon fonti whatsapp number bi jani weful bi je mi am koy sa communicate no natat na pijon do den ibajal ko ba siala whatsapp number ni wef number bi je account number bi je please ala tralia ma koy ibajal ko fondin ke fana sala balu sotno ko mala tanyam nene mes Bojang tele sita BTO platform modo kamera nyatel wala Mr Honorable Ablay Bojang wolon ninti bari mbe min kala wolon ko mbatu nga nomba nim faale mi yalan ko wolom khalifa la nombati mi yalan ko nin tembenna isaje ko momo lafta ka khalifa ma koy aba beti ala bakal because I wave sotole anum fana amam da wave dam mala bari ay fenko fana sotol ala wave number wolom 250 9516 250 9516 wala mal wave number momo lafta fana ka ma koy GT bank account to isa ma koy no GT bank account number wala 201123560159 201123560159 so nala faka call asala sister call no mi yalan ko ni tembenna wala kata ami dansoti pour ka khalifa la ko kenya long aba sirin toki banko kan 7,000 wala manki puriyata ya simo kuntu de isa kansa nin kana tambino alsa ami ka chanyo ya min kata 2059516 alsa ami dan so call nole anytime ala baraka bake ati bichiro program lo ngamani masalla tento ngaja itu mo nga pas bismillahirrahmanirrahim afela nga kum alhamdulillah rabbil anal bari manene mes Bojang Ablay Bojang wala bi Bojang basul Bojang ala baraka bake